Hi folks, I'm glad you're here with me today. It's Sunday, December 10th, 2023, and we got a view of Old Faithful. I'm Mary with Mary Greeley News. Thank you very much for joining me this Sunday. Yeah, a few large snowflakes coming down. There's been a few earthquakes this weekend that USGS isn't reporting. More recently, magnitude 2.84. It might have been a little bit larger, but gave them the benefit of the doubt. The park is still closed, at least for traffic. You can probably get in there maybe with snowmobile. I don't know if they're allowing that. I don't think so. I did see someone yesterday walking through here with snowshoes, but that could have been a park employee, because late last night this building here had lights on, so I don't think they'd be using power unless there was someone staying there. Yeah, you can see that Old Faithful is a little dirty. They're not reporting any earthquakes, being the weekend. Surprise, surprise. The last earthquake they reported was on the 8th. It was a magnitude 3.6 by the Tetons, the Grand Tetons. I've talked about this area in the past, how because of the uplift that's going on with Yellowstone, it's putting pressure on this fault zone, shortening it. The valley floor is coming up, and the mountains are actually dropping a little bit because of that pressure. But it was 10 kilometers in depth, meaning they probably really didn't know how deep it was. And they gave it an intensity level of 5 and a shake of 4. 114 people said they did feel that earthquake. Someone up there in the park, let me bring this in, said they did feel this earthquake. Yeah, well, there is a road up over here that is still open, so I don't know. Yeah, here you can see the Grand Loop. I don't know. No one sent in reports to EMSC, so I don't know what they felt. But here we got Heart Lake. Yeah, I've talked about Heart Lake. So Ashton, 2 responses, intensity level 5. So intensity level 5 means felt by most people. They might have had some breakage. Maybe dishes or windows were cracked. Plaster in the walls. Disturbance of tall objects. So here is the location of that earthquake. Let's see, let me bring it out. Yeah, I do. I got some of the faults over here to the right drawn out. And I'm hoping Google Earth will take me to the right location of who said they had damage. Okay. Right there. Okay, we got a small community here. Yeah, if you're watching this video, let me know, what kind of damage did you have? Let's bring this back out, because I seen a little icon for a volcano that I do have drawn out. Okay, Warm River it says. Alright, so they got basalt there. They have olivines. Those that might be familiar with Hawaii. Hawaii's Big Island has olivine too when they have eruptions. So the deposits in this area came from the mantle of the earth, and it was one of the eruptions for the Snake River Plateau hotspot as it moved up. Yeah, okay, let's bring this out. Let me close that out. That was another hotspot. Okay, yeah. So over here are some other eruptions that I got drawn out. Do they have an age on that? I believe this document was provided from the University of Harvard, but see how they compared it to Hawaii here? Right there. Let's see. I can't find a date on this, but you might find this interesting. Together, these images suggest that a plume of hot mantle is ascending, rising from the transition zone to beneath Yellowstone Park, where it is swept to the southwest by the North American Plate flow field, shown in Figure 1. And of course, they don't have the image posted under that document, but here is that mantle plume that comes up from the Gulf of California. I've talked about this, and you can see it going up. And what the document is talking about is how it's moving horizontally. I've talked about this so many times in different videos. Yeah, towards the southwest. I'll make that a little bit bigger. Here's another image from another document. It shows the stress field and the direction that the stress is moving. Here you can see the Madison River area. I talk about this. And then we got the Madison River, actual river here. We got Yellowstone Lake. Yeah, and you can see this is the area that more than likely will erupt again throughout the Madison River area. We got Holmes Hill, Norris Geyser Basin. Yeah, so when it had its last major eruption, this is where it started, and it did its unzipping, coming along around counterclockwise to Heart Lake. Let me make that bigger. Yeah, so we got magma rising up here, putting pressure, and the stress field is going both north and south. You can see that there. I thought that was interesting. So here we have another image of the stress that's being built up. And this is probably right here, through here, the area where that 3.6 occurred. This is the Snake River Plateau. Up over here, this would be the Madison River Norris Geyser Basin. Yeah, so we got stress building up, which means, yeah, the magma is still coming up, entering the area of the Snake River Plateau. Now remember, there is areas within here that only erupted about 2,000 years ago. Going back to Google Earth, yeah, this is Craters of the Moon. That erupted about 2,000 years ago. And Native Americans talk about that eruption and witnessing that. There was also another one, let's see, Hell's Half Acre, between 4,000 and 5,000 years ago. So this is that little volcano looking at Snake River Plateau. And I want to go to the stress thing again, the stress map. There we go. Let me pull this back over and we'll zoom in. So actually that volcano is probably up in this area here. Yeah, and this would be Hell's Half Acre and Craters of the Moon. And I'll go back to the Madison River area here. Yeah, Holmes Hill, Norris Geyser Basin, because of this earthquake that I started out with when I first started this video. Here we got, let me pull this up. On the left is the borehole 950. There's the earthquake right there. Moose Creek, Idaho, and Maple Creek, and then West Thumb. Doesn't show up on West Thumb, but yeah, this one here at Moose Creek was the largest signature. And I'll bring it down. This comes in as a magnitude 2.84. USGS is not reporting it. You can see here we got the toxic gases and the heated water that came up. Yeah, this was a deep earthquake and they're not reporting it. So this is Moose Creek, Idaho monitor that it's called. And this one right here is Maple Creek. Okay, yeah, it rattled for quite a while. Like I said, I really gave them the benefit of the doubt, because if it was a 3, I think the computer should have reported it, but nothing has been reported since the 8th. I ended it there because that's the last signature of the heat. that came up. And let's go to the seismic signature. This is definitely a volcanic tremor. Let me pull it over. See that? Yeah, definitely volcanic tremor. Yeah, long period volcanic tremor. There was other ones on here. You see we got a little one afterwards. But up here marked in red. Let's see. This would probably be the most recent. It's got a long P wave on it. So it probably did occur along the Snake River Plateau. 2030. Let me go back to this one. I want to get the time for this one. 1424 Universal. So that would have been at 7:24 a.m. Their time there at Yellowstone. Alright. So we'll go back up to this one here. 2030 Universal. That would have been at 1:30 in the afternoon yesterday there at the park. Let's go to the seismic signature. Didn't report it. That comes in as a magnitude 2.82. Like I said, if it was a 3, they probably would have reported it. So this one at probably about 126 also is not being reported. It also's got a long P wave on it. It could be 2 earthquakes. Yeah, very well could be 2 earthquakes. I'll divide it up as 2 earthquakes. And we'll see what we get. Let's see, we'll go right there. So that comes in as a 1.64. And then the next one, let's see. Hard to tell. It could be one long one. Yeah, hit the wrong button. Maybe right there. Let's look at the spectrogram. That would have been a 1.47. But if I add them all together, that would be a 2.11 or even larger. It probably should go over farther. And let me bring this over so you can see more what I'm doing. Then it would be a magnitude 2.28 not being reported. And then there's a little one there at 2013 Universal. 1:13 p.m. in the afternoon. And we'll put it there. That comes in as a 1.61. They may come in tomorrow and report these sometime tomorrow, maybe tomorrow afternoon. I don't know. See, there it is here at the borehole. This is borehole 950 for the one at 2013, which would be 113. 950, the borehole, is the one for the Madison River area, Norris Geyser Basin area. Let me show you. Alright, so here's the monitor. Borehole 950. They used to have borehole 205, but it stopped working. This is the location of Yellowstone Lake. So it stopped working, and this is, alright, let me go in. Okay, here we have Gibson River, the Madison River area, and Hedgen Lake over here. This is the borehole. And Maple Creek is closer to Hedgen Lake. And there's Holmes Hill. Now this is the area that I showed you where all the stress is building up. Yeah, and we got all those past earthquakes. Alright, 2013, and then the 2026. See, it shows up there also at the borehole. Let's go to the seismic signature. Right there. And let's extract at least that part of it. Yeah, see, rounded tops. Some of them. Majority of them. Yeah, volcanic tremor. Okay. Let me close that and go back to this one. Yeah. Let me pull this over. Will it show it? See that? That's harmonic tremor right there. I don't know. Can I pull that? Nah, it's not going to show if I make it larger. Again, this is the borehole. There's the one earthquake that I showed you at 1424. We got another. Well, there's some popping going on, but it's picking up. See that? Yep, that's because of the pressure of the ground cracking the ground. And I've talked about how you don't need a large earthquake there. You could have a volcanic eruption at any time with no warning whatsoever. They can't really even go by the gases, as they found out from, that past earthquake or past volcanic eruptions. There's one there and another one there. Again, this is a borehole. It's probably close to 550, 600 feet under the ground. I don't have an image of that borehole, but this is Grant borehole 944. This one's 500 feet under the ground. And then I got another one. The monitor for the earthquakes, that one's 375 feet to almost 400 feet for the strain meter. The strain meters aren't working anymore, and they haven't repaired them. Here we have borehole 945. The monitors are 443 feet under the ground for that one. Borehole 207. Now this one is the Madison River area. Okay, so we got 661 feet where the monitors for the earthquake are. Strain meter is 687 feet. Let me make that bigger. That's probably the best example, because this is one they had there at the or have there at the Madison River area. Half the time I can't get it to work, so I don't know if it's not working or not. But like I said, it's about 600 feet under the ground. So this monitor is almost, not quite, the length or the depth of 2 football fields. There is no way it's picking up any outside noise. No way whatsoever. Yeah. And I'm going to take a look at that and extract that. Yeah, see, we got more volcanic tremors here. Yeah, lots of popping going on. This is what it was showing when I pulled the files earlier today. Going back to the monitor for Maple Creek. Yeah, we got more stuff here. Let me take a look at the seismic signature. Yeah, that's fault movement. That is fault movement. Okay. That's volcanic tremor. Let me see, we got some stuff going on here. What was that? There's a little blip. See, harmonic tremor. Yep. Okay. Again, this is Maple Creek, which is this monitor right here. And let's see, this is the other monitor that I just showed you, 950. The monitor for West Thumb there at Yellowstone Lake looks a little quiet today. Yeah, let's pull that. Yeah, that's just all fault movement, little stuff. Let's go up. Yeah, that's quiet. Yeah, these are slow moving, long period tremors that's going on here. Yeah. There's a little pop there, but you can't really see it. So this one this morning was probably the largest within the last 24 hours. You know, they do have, let's see, we'll go there. I think that's it there. And right there. And that would have been yesterday afternoon. Oh, they moved the camera. They're looking at their equipment that they have on top of the building. I wonder why. Let's watch what they're doing. Got a little icicle there. And they're coming down, looking at Old Faithful again. Oh, there's a person walking. coming up to Old Faithful. I think that might be an employee working there. I wonder if they'll come back out. Well, at least I got to catch a little bit of them looking at where the camera is posted. Yeah, and there is a person coming over here on the right, coming in to view Old Faithful. Be nice if they moved the camera again while I'm yakking. Yeah, but it is a little dirty. They'll probably have more earthquakes. Let me check to see what the stream view is showing. Doesn't look like anything since that last earthquake, which probably was right there and somewhere in there and right there. Let's see, 14. Right there. Let me extract that. There, yeah. It doesn't look like anything since then. So that's all I have for you today. If you have any thoughts or comments or questions, and you guys can look at the comments down below to see what other people are saying and their input. Yeah, look at that. Dirty, dirty, dirty. As I've talked before, stated before, it's dirty because the rock is heated under the ground, melting the rock, and those little particles are coming up with the steam. Yeah, that is hot. Superheated water. Thank you very much. Again, I hope you enjoy your weekend. Today is Sunday. Yeah, and back to work on Monday. There's a little bird flying up over there. Right there. Can you see it? Very cool. I don't know when it's going to erupt again. Oh, there's another bird. Probably crows. Yeah, I bet you it's crows. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.